Good evening, Kalina Middle School parents. I'm Shane Frank, proud principal of Kalina Middle School, home of the mighty Cougars, welcoming you back to school night for this Thursday, September 15th. Moms and dads, parents and guardians. Virtually, we are going to be coming to you tonight through our Back to School Night Zoom links. Here's my recommendation, parents. First of all, our evening is going to start with A period right at 6 p.m. Here's our schedule of the evening. So A period, if your student has an A period, you're starting right at 6. If your student does not have an A period class and attends periods 1 through 6, then you're going to be starting your first class at period 1 at 6:15. Please notice our presentations for Back to School Night are 10 minutes long with a 5-minute break in between so that you can toggle to your next class. We're looking forward to a great evening. It is my recommendation, parents and guardians, that you take this template and go ahead and fill this out. Your student should have done this for you today at school and brought it home for you. But if they haven't, I've provided for you how to find your student schedule through CUE. This is a video from Ms. Dove in both English and Spanish. And then, of course, this video link is also attached to the newsletter that's going out tonight. So as you get into the master Zoom link, go ahead and click that. You'll be able to come right to a Google Sheet. Here you will see each teacher's name by the department from which they teach. So your evening tonight will consist of your student's class and teacher. So if this is pre-filled out by you or your student, you'll fill out, for example, maybe you have an A period class with Mr. Farrell as the teacher. Then maybe your period 1 is science with Mr. Burns. So if this is all filled out correctly, you'll go ahead and just click on Mr. Farrell for your A period Zoom link. You'll click the Zoom link and you'll be right to the class. That class ends. You'll exit that session. You'll go to our Mr. Burns in science and we'll click on Burns's link and that'll take you right to his class. So pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully that makes it very easy for you to find where you need to go. I've listed the electives over here as well as a description for what each of those teachers are in case your student did not write down the actual class. You'll be able to know where to go because your child's probably been talking about the great electives that they're participating in. One of the things, too, I want to make sure we're talking about is also a PDF that's here. So if you're not familiar with Google or don't have a Google account, just go ahead and click on the PDF. That'll bring you here to the very same thing. It's a list. All of these links will be working for you so that you can just click the teacher's name and making your way through our Back to School Night. So hopefully that helps you through our evening tonight for Back to School Night. I do want to share just a few things. We started off really well with web. That's continuing to grow. Looking forward to having more conversations and interactions with our kids as we get through the school year, as we're in week 3. But I wanted to leave you with these tips. Moms and dads, parents and guardians. Time management skills in middle school is super huge. So as you go through the evening, you're going to be hearing, one, the great classes that your kids are participating in, and 2, the great teachers that they have. But number 3, when you walk away at the end to help your student be successful, time management. Help them prioritize. They're going to need that as they grow and get adjusted to, one, either a new school because they're in 6th grade, or they're in 7th or 8th grade and now they're taking 6 or 7 new classes. Make sure you're taking time, parents, to talk to your kids. I put this in our last week's newsletter. Never accept that pat answer. Make sure, hey, how was your day? If you get that one answer, good or or whatever it is, we got to dig deeper. Get in there. Dive in deep. What did you learn? Who did you help? What made you laugh today? Those are those things where we start building those connections. It's never too late to do that. It's such an important time in middle school as these are formative years. Make sure you take time to establish those routines. In CUE, give them a distraction-free zone. Make your student open up CUE and Canvas for you. It should take you 2 minutes. Hey, Billy, Joe, or Susie, go open up your CUE or Canvas. I want to just talk about your progress. Take time to celebrate the things they're doing well, and also gives you an opportunity to coach them up on some areas where they might need some strengthening. Make sure that we're taking time to take attendance seriously. Even if you have a PE class in the morning, A period, those days are important. Those minutes are important. Attendance is important to make sure they're here every day. If not, please call the office for any illnesses related to that. Make sure you get time to get to know your child's friends and their parents too. I think building school and community is a huge part to the success of the middle school years. So make sure you're making time to do that. Make sure too, please, to have time to get involved and stay connected with our PTSA. One of the things that we always fall into in middle school, because these cell phone devices are new, maybe you're making time to collect these devices at night. Maybe it's time to put them in a certain place. Maybe they're charged downstairs in the living room. Maybe they're charged in your room at night. So just make sure you're keeping a pulse on screen time and where they're at. Those devices are new. It does take some time to get used to, and want to make sure that kids are always, of course, being and using these things acceptably during their time here at Colina. I want to wish you all a fantastic evening. Remember, we're really all here to make sure that we're preparing kids for the path. Let's make sure we keep that in mind as we go through. We don't want to be the school or the parents that are always preparing the path for the kids, but preparing our kids for the path. Thanks for being here tonight. If you need any help with back to school night, we're all here in the office and here on campus to answer your questions or help toggle your way through the Zoom link list. So we're here at a moment's notice. Have a great evening. Thanks for being here. Cougar Pride.